As part of Diddy's ongoing legal battle, newly released text messages between him and Cassie Ventura were shown in court, and they paint a complicated picture of their relationship. I've read every message, every line, and in this video we're breaking them down together. Was Cassie truly comfortable exploring herself with Diddy, or was she pressured into situations under the guise of love and luxury? We're not just reading between the lines, we're asking the uncomfortable questions. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Lindsay Unfiltered, and today we're going to be looking at the text messages between Diddy and Cassie released by TMZ. These messages were read in federal court, I guess, to try to paint a picture of Diddy and Cassie's relationship, about their freak-offs to the jury. Was it control or was it consensual? We're going to talk about that a little bit more. So without further ado, let's get into the messages from Diddy's federal trial. Okay, here are the messages, and I want to say again, courtesy to TMZ for these messages. We have 29 screenshots full of messages. Might as well put on my best Diddy and Cassie voice while I'm at it. Have some fun with it. Here we go. Now, this is back in July of 2012. Diddy says, "Not all of them. What you doing?" Cassie says, "Okay, vocals." Diddy says, "How are vocals going?" Cassie says, "They're good. I have all these sores on my tongue, so it's kind of uncomfortable. And I think I have another UTI. How's your day?" Diddy says, "I'm good. Need you to go to the doctor." Cassie says, "Yeah, we did a lot." Diddy says, "What you mean?" Cassie says, "A lot of ducks, a lot of partying." Diddy says, "So you feel sick?" "I'm sorry." Cassie says, "Why you sorry?" Cassie says, "Okay, I'm finishing up. Is everything okay?" Diddy says, "Yeah, if you want to talk to me, you have 20 minutes. Thinking about going to Europe next Friday. Was trying to talk to you about that, but you changed up the energy. Let's talk about it later." Cassie says, "I'm sorry. I want to finish this mixtape just as much, if not more, and I'm running on everyone else's time. I'm ready. I'm just frustrated. Are you okay?" Diddy says, "That's why I'm telling you to make a schedule." Cassie says, "Okay, we'll work on, but I need your priority list." Cassie says, "I'll do Jade and Mike Will / Fauntleroy." Diddy says, "And the Madonna." Cassie says, "So in what order? I don't think I'm going to be able to finish 4 songs today." Diddy says, "That's for next 2 to 3 days." Cassie says, "Oh, okay." Diddy says, "Just keep grinding." Cassie says, "Okay. Well, I'm getting kind of late. Diddy says, "We could just go to bed. You'll probably be tired." Cassie says, "I doubt that. I'm going to sleep on the plane. LOL. Diddy says, "So what you want to do, woman? And no, I'm not asking you for FO. I want to know what you want to do." Cassie says, "Get something to eat, smoke, take a walk." Now, this is on July 29th, 2012. This is a few days after. Diddy says, "I don't have Dave's number. I want you to tell me a new fantasy of how you want it next time. Would Dave turn you on?" Cassie says, "I don't know. I haven't even had time to think about it. I've been trying to think about you with a girl to get into it. And I think I'm starting to fantasize about that. Dave, bleep, on the plane. So excited. My phone is dying though, so I'm shutting it off." And then we have this email from one of their phones talking about a couple from Beverly Hills wanting to meet and get in touch with either Diddy or Cassie in October of 2012. So this looks like some swinging lifestyle lounge account. Another couple was interested in Diddy or Cassie. So we're here in October of 2012. Diddy says, "You ready for the night?" Cassie says, "Yes, I just got to get stuff." Diddy says, "You got all you need?" "Man, you had all day. All day. It's always something. One day." Now we fast forward to January of 2013. Diddy says, "I said answer the question. What am I doing? What am I doing disrespectful in the picture? Cassie says, you're making me look like a side piece, and that's not what I thought I was. We'll have a great time because for 2013, I'm not on any okie doke bull. It is what it is. I am who I am. Clear. We'll have a good time, and no matter what, I'm having a ball. It is what it is. I'll be happy with you no matter what. I'll treat you like a king no matter what. Lord. Now they're going back to July 12th of 2012. Diddy says, you up? We need to talk. You up? Cassie says, going at 1:30 to get shots from the doc. Move Makeba to 3. Matt is getting her the sessions. Thank you. I'm sorry that I fell asleep. Please don't worry about me. Take care of yourself and your day. I'll keep you posted. Makeba said she caught something on the way to LA and has been in bed since yesterday. She says she has Monday avail and she'd rather do tomorrow and Monday if I can. So we're doing that. Matt is getting her engineer the session. I think it's a stomach flu because I haven't stopped these cold sweats since last night. Diddy said, so you going to doc? Cassie said, yes, at 1:30. So you going to doc? Yes, at 1:30. Diddy says, call my house, please. Cassie says, I love you. Please don't stress me or what's going on with me. You're right. I need to take care of myself. Even though I was sick, I heard you last night. The stuff about babies, mamas, kids, taking care of everyone. I don't want to be another burden. I was really excited about last night. I have no idea what happened. Anyway, I do think you need time. Let's do our stuff separate this weekend, if that helps. And then you just hit me when you need me. I love you and understand. Every time I have the opportunity to take care of you, something happens. It's so weird. I've really been thinking about you and fixing things with you so much. Diddy says, just hit me when you get yourself together. It's not on me, it's on you. Hit me when you're ready for me. Okay, a couple days later. What did he say? Finishing up nails? Diddy says, he's free. Cassie says, okay for 6. Just spoke to Dr. Fine. Isn't that her husband's name? Okay. Sean, Diddy says, call house. What'd he say? Hello? Cassie says that it was normal for all that stuff to be high based on what I went through, but I should still follow up in 2 weeks to make sure that was the reason why they were high. He's emailing it all to me though. I told Beyonce not to come. Getting in shower, doors open. Hello? You told Beyonce not to come to what, Cassie? Diddy says, what you doing? Cassie says, waiting for you. Said we were starting at 4. Diddy says, 5 minutes away. Cassie says, all good. Cassie says, no, call you, baby. Meant no answer, baby. No worries, up here waiting for you. I love you. Diddy says, on way, coming up. Cassie says, I love you. Had so much fun with you. I'm so happy. Thank you. Exclamation point. Did you know that Ciroc was in the movie Spanglish? Diddy says, no. You watching that? Cassie says, yeah, well, I was. On way to studio now. Been waiting on Matt. He was at Interscope. October of 2012. Diddy says, hey, what you doing? Cassie says, hey, stepped out to eat. On way back to stew. We stopped at a carnival next to studio. You. Diddy says, you're bugging. You got too much work to do, for real. Cassie says, baby, I've been nonstop all week. I will finish everything tonight. I'm not bugging. Please don't do that. I've been in the studio every day. Diddy said, I'm coming Sunday. So you have till tomorrow also. Why? Hello? So what's the deal? In bed. Seriously? Yeah. Good night, Puff. See you at some point. Thanks for the tease. Yees what? Of saying I was going to see you, but I'm not. We'll put tomorrow's plans back on. You up? Want to have some freak fun in the afternoon? Goodness gracious. Cassie said, laying out at your house, waiting for you. Are you coming back or should I just head home? Diddy says, yes, I am. Cassie says, Kay. Mia said you're going to be a while, so I'm going to head home. And then she gets on his ass here. She says, as much as you think you're Bruce Willis, you aren't. He's married, and before he was married, the family as a whole went on trips together, or just with him and his woman. Eddie Murphy and Paige took his kids away on their own. He didn't go with his ex because that's not who he's in love with. I've been at the edge of tears this whole week. I don't think that you sympathize with my feelings. I understand that you're feeling like you need to protect your children, but after a while, it's like, for what? They've never known you and Kim to be together unless there's something that I just don't know about. They were babies when we started dating. If Chance can go away with her dad and not her mom, I think the other kids can too. The more time that goes by, the harder it is to understand. I'm here ready to be that woman, and I'm in a constant fight because you won't ever allow it. This isn't what I want. I can't become that woman this way. I'm bracing myself for pictures that are going to break my heart. That's where my head is at. Man, I'm going to spend time with my kids. I'm sorry you feel that way. I won't let no pictures be taken. Well, I hope you enjoy the kids. I don't trust that after the type of sexual relationship you had with me. You had that with her and have in the recent past. Today I texted you, I wish we could have freaked off before you left, by the way. All good. That was what I didn't get to say, so I'm done venting. Thank you for hearing me out somewhat. Hope you don't shut your phone down like you said you were going to. That would really break my heart. I won't. And you still have no response to what I said about a freak off? I miss you already. Me too. When do you want to freak off? LOL, I'm just going to change and put my ring in. I just picked it up. I'm always ready to freak off. So Diddy was asking her when she wanted to freak off. She said, I'm always ready to freak off. Okay, so Cassie says, I can't wait to stare at some big black beep. And Diddy says, I can't wait to watch you. I want you to get real hot. Me too. I just want it to be uncontrollable. I can't wait to have my legs cocked back behind my head to feel some beep, 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 beep raw. Oh, Lord. What you thinking about? This is in 2009, guys, by the way, all of this. I'm thinking about beeping those beep from the beep to the beep and then slowly lowering my mouth down on it to let it beep the back of my beep and beep me. Cassie said that. I can't wait. That's why I want to see. I can't wait either. This is in 2009. Whew. All right. Puffy says, I'm so horny. Cassie says, oh my God, I was just about to text you the same thing. He says, how you feeling? Talk to me. You supposed to be seducing me all day. I'm sorry. I'm nervous. I feel like I want to beep. Like, why? Okay, hold on. This is from Cassie. So what do we want to do? I'm going to Dwayne Reed to grab candles and then going home to pack as a bag. You want my regular clothes, by the way, or just sweats? Then I can go check in and set the room up. I'll eat, take my vitamins, and get ready before I leave the house. I just want to know what you're thinking. Puffy says he just deleted a little vid off of the camera. It was so dope. I'm going to do it again. Cassie says, do you have any more pills on you? Oh God, this is too much. He says, the things I want to do for you and to you, I want to be beat for you. I want to do what you want me to do. I want to make you beat more than you ever beat. And she says, I like that. I want it and I want to give you the same. I just think that I have to have trust behind it. Just being, you know what I mean? In order for me to be more open with the things we do in bed, I need to feel safe, like home, like this is my husband, like this is the only man that will ever have this aggressive, actual side of me. The last time was a mistake. The since has made me feel a little dirty and grimy, opposed to sensual and spontaneous. That's the only reason why I go back and forth in my mind with wanting and not wanting to do it. When we used to off, we were so in love. There was no questions asked. It felt right. Like it literally made sense for the next step in our life together. I get nervous. I'm just becoming the girlfriend that you get your fantasies off with, and that's it. That I don't get the other part. Not anymore, at least. This is an important text message. This is an important text message right here. This wraps it up for you. This wraps it up for you. This wraps up where Cassie's mind is at for you. Okay? Especially this last part. I get nervous that I'm just becoming the girlfriend that you get your fantasies off with, and that's it. I don't get the other part anymore, at least. She felt like the only way she could get Diddy's attention, his love, his compassion, was through freak off. Because if we look at the text messages earlier, she was like, you didn't respond to what I said about freak off. Like the way to his heart was through freak off. Now, does that mean you were being forced or coerced? I'm not here to judge that. The jury's there to judge that. But it seems as if Cassie loved him and she wanted to do this to please him, not necessarily because she enjoyed it, but she was, in a sense, from these text messages at least, consensual in this act. It was not a non-consensual thing. It was more of, I have to do this to please him so he can love me, right? That's what I'm seeing. Okay, I'm going to read this. This is from Cassie. This is the beginning of their relationship now in 2007. Things can change, right? Lawyers are very good at pulling out the good parts, but you need to focus on everything, okay? Cassie says, we've only really had 1 week of each other just together, and I can say that it's been the best and the worst. I've never felt so loved, safe, and empowered since we've come together. When I'm with you, I feel like I'm your woman and no one else's. I feel protected when I'm in your arms and so comfortable that I can sleep and not worry about anything. You are one of the sweetest, most sincere people I've met in a long time, and I cannot express how grateful I am that you've chosen to be a part of my life. I don't want to rush things, but I can't help but sit with you and dream of a beautiful future together. Who knew I fall so fast? You make me feel like I can do anything, and that's real. On the other hand, you're constantly weary of me. I'm sneaky. I never seem to make the right decisions to you. I'm a spoiled brat. I'm disrespectful. And for some reason, you just don't trust me. It always goes back to, well, maybe Carrie. Who the hell is Carrie? Would have Carrie Wilson? Who is Carrie? Okay, would have been the better one for you to go after, since I witnessed more than once you realizing that she is way better fitting for you than I am. It's hard for me to handle that, as I feel like I've given so much of myself in this short time. But whatever, I can take it. I'm just guessing there will always be something negative. I don't know. I really don't. I'm hurt that you think I'm a malicious person. The dinner I went to last night was definitely at bad timing, but it had been planned all before the drama, and things had to be handled, just like you have to handle your business. I never step on your toes when it comes to handling yours. I'm about to get on this plane, and I'm sad, mad, frustrated, and hurt that you just don't feel like I'm the right one. I really do love you, and I hope to just be able to learn what it is you want in a woman and give it to you. You're really important. I hope you know that. Cass. This is in 2010. They were emailing out the earth, okay? And this is from Cassie. So you hung up? It's like I need to have something written out to say to you with no breathing room, or you'll get mad at me and hang up. I haven't talked to you at all. I know you can take 3 minutes out of your day to talk to me, and you don't even try. You're in too much of a rush to get me off the phone. That's not being in a relationship with someone you love and are in love with. I'm really hurt by the way you deal with me. I don't need your money. I need some attention. I am thankful, but I can pay for these things myself. I feel like some were irrelevant, some were inappropriate, some were things that we did not need to see or hear. Some were things that were incredibly intimate and personal things, but they do show us sort of a theme. They show us a theme, in my opinion, that Diddy was still very much Cassie's boss. He talks about her not being in the studio enough. He talks about her not working enough. He talks about her not doing enough for him. Cassie wanted to please him. We know that much. She mentions freak-offs when he seems to ignore her. She's vying for his attention. She wants to be in his presence, okay? We don't know when this became physical, but it was a physical relationship. Many people, many eyewitnesses have said, look, this man has beat the out of this woman, okay? Many people. I don't doubt it. And it took a video for many of you to even believe this woman. So why would she be lying about anything else? I believe the men. I believe they were having freak-offs. I believe he was beating her up. I believe all of these things. Racketeering conspiracy is going to be hard to prove in this case, as I continue to say. Who is the enterprise? Where is the enterprise? What is the enterprise? Okay, what I am seeing is absolutely terrible misuse of time and resources. How do you work and mischarge someone? He could have been charged for a plethora of crimes, but you pick the ones. It's almost as if you want this to be a slap on the wrist because of the charges you give. It doesn't make sense to me as an individual. Okay. But you guys give me your opinion. What do you guys think? Do you think this was control or it was consensual? Okay. From the text I read to you guys, make sure to hit that like button. When you guys see this video, hit the like button. Okay. I've done 3 videos on Diddy. My last 3 videos have been on Diddy. If you want to see other stuff, put it down in the comments below. But I need you guys to hit that like button. It boosts us up in the algorithm. I enjoy doing this. My name is Lindsay Unfiltered. Bye now.